Howdy all and welcome to a basic Blockscape tutorial. This is Mike, and I decided to make this real quick. Well, I don't know real quick, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I decided to do this because I just recently purchased Blockscape and I couldn't really find very much help. Usually I'm very visual, so I looked for like a YouTube tutorial or something like that, and I couldn't really find much that wasn't about 2 years old or wasn't helpful at all for instructing me, I guess, on questions I had. So I decided to put this together to help support the community and maybe get a few more people interested in the game. Now, just be quick, if you're already looking at this, I assume you already have some idea of what Blockscape is, but let me go over it real quick here. Essentially, it is a survival in an infinitely random generated block-based world. Players are roughly 8 blocks high. However, using various tools, you can build and remove material 4x4x4 blocks, at which you're roughly 2 of those high. So it kind of has a Minecraft feel to it every now and then, as far as adding and removing material. And now that's kind of where I want to draw the line. I don't want to bring up Minecraft too much because there's some similarities, but they're really 2 different games. And if you like one, you may like the other. Likewise, if you don't like one, you still may like this one. So it's, you know, everybody's different. Anyways, Blockscape has been in development for 2 years now, all done by one guy. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce his name, but you can look it up on the Blockscape website. He is Swedish, I believe, so I'm not even going to try to butcher it. This game is very early access. There's a lot in here, but there's a heck of a lot that still needs to be added. One thing, like the crafting system can be polished up a little bit more. As of right now, there's no enemies or even threats other than I think you can go hungry, or you can take fall damage and things like that. So, you know, but just keep in mind that this is a very early access game. It needs to be optimized, or at least I believe it does, because my system has a lot of trouble. It gets bogged down when entering a forest, or even some of the, you know, walking to the grass sometimes will just start bogging my system down, and I don't know if that's my system or the game just needs to be optimized. So just take it for what it is. Just stop every now and then, let the game catch up, and then proceed to do whatever you're going to do. So I guess that's enough for me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Alright, so here we are, and this is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the scope of the environment. Beautiful lake. Wow, just beautiful. Alright, so first things first, we need to gather resources, but I'd like to explain a little bit how the tools work here in order to do that. So we're going to go ahead and you can hit the E button to bring up your inventory. And this is your character, and yeah, I hope this changes too, but you know, this is what we got to work with right now. Alright, this is going to be our tools over here, and this is going to be our different materials on the right side. So the left side, this is your tool hotbar, and this is the materials. And what you can do is you can just take them off your hotbar, just that easy, to clear up your hotbar. And this hotbar is controlled by 1 through 6 on your keyboard. And if I exit out of this, you can see I can select this tool, or I could select this one, or 6. You know, you just press it just that easy. Now, on this bar over here is the materials. And since I don't have any material right now, I can't place them. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But these are tools. Even though they're all made of stone right now, if I had wood, or if I had dirt or whatever material in this row, I can select that and I can put a block down of dirt, or I can put down this incline plane of dirt or wood or whatever, and it forms it into that form. So right now I want this cube out because I want to remove material. So not only do you place it in this way, you remove it in the same way. So we're going to get started here, and do I want palm trees or pine? Well, pine trees are really going to bog us down. as far as graphics. So we're just going to hang out here with some, think a little easier and thinner palm trees. May not slow my system down so much. Alright, so now you can see that I have a grid popping up here, and you can use the mouse wheel to downsize. Likewise, also increasing. And you'll also see a grid at the top left of the screen, and that means you're in like snapping. You can see how the little circle right there that's peeking out on the right side, that's my actual cursor. But because I have this on grid, it's going to hold it in place. Now I can turn this off by hitting the G button, like so, and I can do wherever I want. As you can see, I can have more flexibility. However, when removing material, it's just easier to go ahead and keep the grid on, and likewise when building. And in that way, it is kind of like Minecraft. We're using blocks, and you're roughly about 2 of these blocks high. However, you can remove and add material as small as a single brick here. So really, an entire block is 4 by 4 and then 4 deep. So let's just go ahead and remove material. So we're going to hold down the right button, and you're just going to fist punch it all out, like so. Now, like I said, I like to use the cube to remove them. Oh my gosh, a swan. Oh, we need that. I'll explain later, but go ahead and just give this guy a little punch and grab up all his little meat cubes. That will come in handy later. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, if you ever see any swan like that, I call them ground swans, because sometimes they actually glitch into the plane, or they stay on the water plane and go into rock or dirt, and they just come like sliding out. And it's very mysterious. Oh, see, that one right there I think just came out. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, because those are helpful later on. There are swan, and then there's also flying fish. I haven't quite figured that one out, but there are flying fish, so keep an eye in the sky for some flying fish, because those are also very handy for a food source. Okay, as of right now, you can just merely hold down the space bar and you just climb up a wall. So they don't have not implemented any ladders of any sort as of right now. Anyways, about removing material. Let me grab an odd shape here. We'll use the wedge. Oh, you can see that I picked up material, or tools rather. I can go to another tab that is empty. And let's pick this tab, and I can put things that I collect. And the ghosts, I don't know what they're going to implement with that, but there's something's going to happen with ghosts, I guess. Right now you can place them, and they're just like little floating orbs. Alright, so let me hit number 2, and that will select my wedge tool. And you can see on the right hand bar, I have palm bark and some sand, some wet sand specifically. And I can use the T, Y, U, I, O, P, that whole line on the keyboard to select the material I want to use, to place material. However, we're still collecting, and we're just going to go right back to the cube, and we're just going to finish off a little bit more of this tree here. Now, sometimes I've had issues, especially in a forest, where this game just lags horribly. I will sit here and just bang on one chunk of wood for so long, and it just stays there. It doesn't move. And again, you just kind of stop and let the system catch up, and then all of a sudden half the tree falls apart because you actually have removed it all. Oh, another swan. Oh gosh, there must be a spawn point here or something. Oh, we're gonna be rolling in some swan meat, underground swan meat. Oh, another one. Now, what I have noticed in the game is when you knock down any material or remove it, and it turns into the little bricks, those automatically are collected. You do not have to worry about chasing them down. I can do this. We can get some sand right here. I'm nowhere near it, and you can see that sand in my material bar is increasing. Just like that. Oh, and there's also bugs. I haven't quite figured out what the point of the bugs yet. However, they are placeable again. Alright, so we need some more wood here. we at? We got 13,000. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. That's fine. That's fine. 15,000 wood. I'm sorry, 1,500. Holy cow. All right, so we have wood, and that is a very good start. And I kind of want to stay away from that forest. Now we got a little sand. We could make glass if we want to, but it's not that important. What we really need is rock. All right. Now, the different materials will take different amount of time to remove. Like this stone here, or rock, is taking a little bit longer for me to get through that progression bar. Another thing is, because it's on grid, if I remove this, it won't go 4 blocks in, it just goes to the closest grid marker that we can't see, but it is there. Now, I have noticed on incline planes, such as a hill, when I'm standing and trying to do something, my character continues to just slide down the hill and just kind of glitches out. So if that happens, what you can do is just dig down just 1 block, and it levels the ground. Like right now I'm standing on level ground to help prevent me from sliding down. We have a beautiful castle here, and I'm actually going to let that go for right now, because that, like a forest, can be pretty taxing on the system, and I'm already having enough trouble as it is. So what we're going to do is come back down here to the light, and we're going to build a little platform for us to build a little shop on. There's no enemies right now, so you don't need to be sheltered per se. So this looks good. We're just going to start removing a little bit of material here. Get a little solid. As you can see, because I'm not removing the full 4x4x4, it's real easy to just knock this out real quick. Alright, now let's push this out flush. And again, just to reinforce the grid being on versus off, as you can see, this has been pretty systematic thus far, but if I turn it off, then I'm all of a sudden I'm removing 3 or 2, and it's just, not necessarily as efficient. And I want to place that back. There we go, level that out. So I always keep it typically on grid, but if you are doing some detailed building of a house or a castle, you can always turn that, darn it, you can always turn that off. There we go. And get that extra amount of detail that you want. Alright, this should work out. You know what, it's getting a little dark, and I'd like a little bit more sunlight. So what we can do is hit enter to open up the chat menu here, and you can type in time of day, 1 word, space, and then put in the hour you want in 24 hours. So if you wanted 10 o'clock at night, you'd put 22:00, and you need to put a decimal between the hours and the minutes. So I want 10 in the morning, so I want to put 10.00, enter. There we go, got a little bit more light. Okay, so here we are, and totally wigging out, because I think I just changed the lighting. Yeah, okay, let it catch up. There we go. Alright, so we have our inventory here. Put the tool back, and I think there's a second one. We put some bugs here with our swan, and I picked up some plants, which I think is just that generic grass that I was knocking out. And if we click on the cube, you can see all the different materials I have collected, and I can place it in the cube form. Now if I select any of these other tools, you'll see they have different materials as well as they can be built with. However, these are all more precision and need to be made from blocks, which I've not yet crafted any. Hence, we are going to craft. Now, to start crafting, or bring up the crafting menu, you just hit C, and you can't really do a whole lot right now. These are the different menus you have, and this is just crafting like out of your own pocket. And there'll be other things like a tool bench. I'm not sure if this image will be incorporated with any future crafting. As of right now, it's just aesthetics, but you can build tool benches and furnaces and things like that. But right now, we're working out of our pocket, and we can build a pick hammer. Oh my goodness, a pick hammer. And this is going to require rock, which we do have in the raw form, but we don't have any planks here. So let's go ahead and go back to our cube. And in this cubular form, we can make from these materials. So we have plenty of the bark, the palm bark, and we can convert that into one plank, and that will make a 1x1 cube. Hay can be done from the grass, that plant material. Why you'd make cobble, I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing it's aesthetically different, but it's in a round form, it's not a cube form. Slabs and bricks are what we're going to need to do those other complex shapes. But let's go ahead and just start by building some wood here. And you can either craft one, but we're going to need a lot more than one. So go ahead and just hit craft all, and you can see that I have 1,503 bark, and it's going to just crank through those. This is one of the downsides of the game. However, I do believe in the future, it may be implemented now, and I haven't gotten to that part yet, but you may have a little help in doing some production. Alright, so let's just go ahead and abort this. So now we have actual planks, and out of pocket we can build an axe hammer, and it's going to be made of palm. And this just shows other options, but we don't have materials, that's why it has a 0. However, we can build 240 of these axe hammers, but let's just go ahead and just make one here. Alright, so we have made one. So if we exit out of our crafting, we can go to inventory, and you can see it automatically put it in our toolbar. So let's go ahead and select it, and you can see that my grid has disappeared. I'm not able to scale it at all. And what this does, let me just go down here, I want to mess up my nice little platform. This removes, well, if you hit the left trigger, all it does is just put it on the wall. If you hit the right trigger, or right mouse, it actually removes a 2x2 or 2x1 little spot. And you can just hold that down and just go to town. There's nothing particularly good about using this, other than if you wanted a more natural look as you're digging around. There's minerals in this game that are hidden in mines. The mines are very hard, well, I guess rare, at least for me. I know they're out there. I found one or two, but I haven't really had a chance to explore them in depth. And this may play a bigger role and may expedite mineral recovery. However, I tend to just, use the 4x4 here and just, collect whatever material I need. So as of right now, for my skill level and what I've discovered, get these bugs out of here. Okay, you just can right-click on the bug and squashes it or something. Anyways, for my purposes, the axe hammer is not really that impressive. However, we can go to crafting, and now that we have some more planks that we've made, we can build a workbench. And we just want to build one. Alright, so exit out of this. I'm going to hit the number 3, and I want to plop it down, not in my face. Why is it in my, there we go. Right about here, that's fine. Okay, whoa! Yeah, see, I'm not exactly sure why I have grass growing on top of it, but, whatever. Let's just remove some of this grass here. There's no reason to have grass on my nice brand new tool bench. Okay, so here we go. We can go ahead and take a look at here, or I can just tear it down by mistake because I hit the right button instead of the left button. I'm going to place it, and I'm going to hit the left button, and we can see some additional furniture we can make. We can also do the whole cube thing, conversion, and you can make the same pick hammer, or axe hammer, and we can also clean our salmon. Yes, our salmon swans. Yes, we have 4 salmon swans. Let's go ahead and just clean all those. We need to make some bricks so we can make an oven to cook our meat. And slabs, you can make slabs, but that's not what we need for the actual material to make the furnaces. Even though it uses rock, you can see that it has the same numbers. One rock, and all that. And then you have this regular brick here, and then you have small bricks, and it's exactly what you think. It's the texture is halved, so it looks like there's tiny bricks, even though it's the same size. So go ahead, I'm just clicking the regular bricks, and we're going to craft all and let that run for a while. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cut this out, and we're going to go back to the furniture. And now we have some more options here now that we've created bricks. And I think it's the oven we want. Stone oven, small brick, bake your food, that's what we want. So let's go ahead and craft one. Alright, so here we are. And let's see if I hit the 5. Boom, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and put our oven right over here. Build that. Why there's grass growing out of the oven, who knows. Now I want to go in here. Now I'm in the oven, and well, I'm not in the oven, but you know, this bird's about to be in the oven. Bird meat. And we want to, I guess, the color brown. And let's go ahead and craft all. And now let's take a look at actually placing material. I'm going to go into my inventory, and I'm going to get rid of some of these that I don't need. Plates. And I think I will also need these right here. Now, again, like the plates here, you can see the different materials that I have available to me. And these are grayed out because it's too complex of a shape. However, I can go back to my cube and I can use the raw forms. But this will be good for now, and I want to lay plates down for a floor, and if I hit the 2 button, it brings that up, and I do indeed want to use the brick. So I'm going to pick up the furniture. Ooh, with 2. Oh, another swan, another swan. Come here, you swan. Ah, I gotcha. Alright. Alright, and again, just use the space bar to climb. Get rid of the oven for a second here. Alright, so I'm going to place a floor down. Spruce this place up a little bit. I'll place right there. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to back up here for a second. Small bricks. I'm going to make a bunch of these here. Alright, I just had a little bit of inspiration. So I'm going to go back to plates, and I'm going to hit the O to select my small bricks, and we're going to do this. I'm going to hit I back to regular bricks. I'm going to put down a nice little checker pattern here. P, nope, not P, O. Put O. Quick. Selection. Oh, come on now. There's like ghost grass here. Never again will I try to build a little platform in a grassy field. Alright. I'm going to cheat just a little bit. No, we're not going to cheat. Now, I want to make this a little bit nicer and not quite as jagged. And I'm going to experiment here. Now, if I switch to 3, that's not at all what I wanted. If I scale down, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay. This is a good opportunity. Alright, that's good. Now let's go ahead and get back to our plate. And we're going to downsize, upsize, right there, there, right there, and right there. We're going to downsize and fill in that gap, that gap, that gap, that gap. That gap. Oh shit, not that one. And there. Alright, so now we have a nice little plane here. I'm going to bring my workbench back over here. 5. Place it right there. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, so now I'm going to do a little crafting. You see we have some furniture here. I'm going to build one table. Oh, you gotta select it. Build one table. And we're going to build some torches. Build a couple of those. And we're going to build a bed. Oh, I can't afford it. Palm. I need hay. Okay, let's go to cube. Let's click on hay, grass. I can build plenty of those. But I believe all I needed was 32 for beds. So let's go ahead and grab that real quick. Alright, here we go. Back to furniture. Click on beds. Palm. Create one. Alright. Now let's place some of our new items down. We don't need the workbench here. Where is the bed? Didn't I make one? There it is. Okay, perfect. So let's hit F5. Place a bed right here for us, right in the corner. Well, it's not the way I wanted to face, and there's grass growing out of it, but it's fine. It's definitely fine. We'll live with it. Okay, put 4 here. Put a table. Beautiful. All right, looking good. 6. Now let's place some light right there and right there. All right, so whoa, hello. Hello there. Hi, I'm Nelly. Nelly what? Don't move, don't move, don't move. Stop moving. Hi, I'm Nelly Cloudwalker. Well, isn't that just fantastic, Nelly? Oh my gosh, I just realized I let the grass on fire. Oh, goodness gracious. Switch to tool 1. It's definitely lagging out the computer. We need to scale up our thing here. No, I don't want to build. I want to remove material. Oh gosh, I've never done this before. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. I don't want to light this whole plane on fire. Oh God, I've come too far. I've made a little work area. What are you doing over there? Why don't you help? Why don't you get some goddamn water? What's going on? Stop. The fire won't stop. Oh, please. This is not what I wanted in my tutorial. This makes me look like I have no idea what's going on. Okay, so just remove it. Remove it. What is still on fire? Nothing. Nothing is on fire. Just the air. Oh, this is so lagging out. Oh gosh, the fires have connected. Oh no, is it on the bed? Well, this may be a good point to just end this little excursion. I may need to start over. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to act like that never happened. We're just going to head on over here, check out some palm trees, walk along the beach, look for some ground swans, maybe a flying fish. Yeah, that never happened. Well, this has been Mike. I hope this kind of tutorial has helped you in your excursions in Blockscape. And you know, it's very early on, it's very rough, so you gotta look at it that way and just appreciate what it is and hope that it continues to improve. And anyways, this has been Mike. I love moonlit walks on the beach, and I hope to see you all again. Thanks.